Hello, friends. If you're preparing for your upcoming CQIRCA Lead Auditor examination, then this series of practice tests would really help you to clear your exam. I really wish that my hard work would contribute and help you out to qualify your exam at one go. Please subscribe, like, and share. All the best, friends. In determining the audit time, the certification body shall consider what, among other things, from the below. Please read and decide what the certification body shall consider from the below mentioned. While determining the audit time, the CB shall consider the requirements of the relevant management system standards, complexity of the client and its management system, how complex the operation is, their technological and the regulatory context, their outsourcing activities included in the scope of their management system, the results of the prior audit, their number of sites and size, their geographical locations. They need to consider the multi-sites, the risk associated with the product, process, or activities, and the types of audit, whether it is going to be the combined, joint, or integrated. While determining the audit time, CB need to consider all these. Sophia is to audit the management system of some French lubricant major which are operating from multi-site, and she is to travel to each site. Should she consider the time spent traveling to and from different sites while calculation of the duration of the management system audit days? Please decide. So Sophia should know that the time spent traveling to and from audited sites is not included in the calculation of the duration of management system audit days. Freya, while working on the audit plan, Freya is to decide the size and composition of the audit team. What should she consider from the below mentioned? Please read the options given below. So while working on the audit plan and to decide the size and composition of the audit team, Freya should consider the audit objectives, scope, criteria, and estimated audit time, whether the audit is combined, joint, or integrated, the overall competence of the audit team needed to achieve the objectives of audit, the certification requirements, including any applicable statutory, regulatory, or any contractual requirements, and the language and the culture of auditee. Match the following below phrases in relation to the PDCA. Please read the below phrase and decide each phrase falls under which phase of the PDCA: plan, do, check, and act. We monitor the process, that is the check stage, and the clause 9 of the Annex SL, monitoring the performance. Improve performance. Improvement is the action. We take actions to improve the performance in the improvement stage. Act. We do as per the planned processes, and then the implement the process at operations, which is the do phase. We plan to establish objectives, that is the planning stage, the clause 6. We plan to address risk, planning stage, that's clause 6. We do the resource requirement planning, again a planning activity, clause 7. And we identify the opportunities as well, planning, clause 6. Let us try to find the key benefit of the customer focus, which is one of the quality management principle. Please read the below mentioned options. The key benefit of the customer focus to any organization is the increased revenue and the market share accordingly, that enhance the repeat business as well as. Let's try to find the key benefit of the leadership, which is one of the quality management principle. Please read the options below and decide the key benefit of leadership principle. The key benefit of this leadership principle to any organization is the better coordination of the organization processes and the improved communication between levels and functions in the organization. Let's now try to find the benefit of the process approach, which is one of the quality management principle. The key benefit to any organization of process approach is that they get the consistent and the predictable outputs and the optimum and the efficient use of the resources also. Mention key benefit of engagement of people, which is also one of the quality management principle. Please read the options below. The engagement of people help enhance trust and the people satisfactions accordingly, enhance the personal development of the people as well as. Let us try to find the key benefit of evidence-based decision making, which is also one of the quality management principle. Please read the options. The evidence-based decision making help improved decision making process and improve the assessment of the process performance. Let us try to find the key benefit of relationship management, which is also one of the quality management principle. Please read the options. The relationship management help in developing the common understanding of the objectives among all interested parties, and our supply chain also remains well managed within the organization. Let's try to find the benefits of the improvement, which is one of the quality management principle. Please read the options below. Movement principle enhances the focus on the root cause investigations and that help improve the process performance as well as the British lifestyle company applied for the certification for the first time to the CB. Freddie, the team leader, is not able to verify the implementation of correction and the corrective actions of any major non-conformities within 6 months after the last day of stage 2. What should the CB do now? Select the appropriate options from the below. Now, if Freddie, the team leader, is not able to verify the implementation of the corrective actions for major non-conformities they raised within the 6 months, then the CB shall conduct another stage 2 prior to recommending them for certification. Jacob is to conduct the surveillance audit onto the British Telecommunication. Jacob needs assistance to understand what should he include from the below while doing the surveillance audit. So during the surveillance audit, now Jacob should consider the internal audit and the management review process of the organization, their actions on the non-conformities they identify, their complaint handling process, the effectiveness of the management system with regard to achieving certified client objectives, the intended results of their management system, overall objectives, targets, goals, the progress of planned activities aimed at the continual improvement front, their operational controls, their changes, they need to review any change, and the use of logo, marks, or any other reference to certification. Try to arrange the below activities of a typical process of collecting information to reaching audit conclusion in a sequence. Please read the activities and try to arrange them in a sequence. So audit are source of information. We collect information from auditee through appropriate sampling. Whatever we collect, that becomes audit evidence. The audit evidence is evaluated against the audit criteria, which is your shell requirements. Then you generate findings, you review your findings, and finally conclude. Harry, the restaurant chain owner, do not understand audits. And Gracie, the MR, management representative, trying to convince Harry. Why should they internally assess their system? Select the appropriate options from the below, which can be suitable answer as the objectives which Gracie can use to convince Harry. Please decide the competence requirement for the personnel reviewing audit reports and making certifications decisions from the below. So the person who review the audit reports and make the certification decision at the CBE should have the knowledge of audit principles, practices, and techniques. He should have knowledge of specific management system standards and the shell requirements. He should have knowledge of the CB's processes and should have knowledge of client's business sector as well. Please decide the competence requirements of the team leader. What qualities, the skills team leader should have. So a team leader should have the knowledge of the business management practices. He should have knowledge of audit principles, practices, and techniques. He should have knowledge of international standard, the management system standards. He should have knowledge of CB processes. He should have knowledge of client's business sector, knowledge of their products, processes, and the organization. He should be good in communication, so the language skills appropriate at all levels within the client's organization. Auditor should be good in making notes and rich while writing the report. So note taking and the report writing skills. The team leader need to be very good in terms of presentation. Since he is to present the audit report and should be very good in or while asking. So interviewing skills are very much required and the overall audit management skills. Please decide the competence requirement for the personnel conducting the application review and to determine the audit time from the below. So a person who is reviewing the application and determining the audit time should have the knowledge of the specific management system, the international standard requirements, the knowledge of the CB's processes, the knowledge of the client's business sector and their products, services, and organization accordingly. What the CB shall consider from the below options while determining the audit, please read the options. While determining the audit time, the duration, the CB shall consider the requirements of the management system standard, the complexity of the client and their management system, their technological and the regulatory context, their outsourcing activities, including the scope, their results of any prior audits, the size and number of sites, their geographical locations, and the multi-sites, if they have, need to consider the risk associated with the product, process, and activities, and the type of audit, whether this is going to be the combined, joint, or integrated audit. In deciding the size and composition of the audit team, the consideration shall be given to what of the following from the below. In deciding the size and composition of the audit team, the CB shall consider the audit objectives, the scope, criteria, and the type of audit also, whether the audit is combined, joint, or integrated, the overall competence of the audit team needed to achieve the objectives, the certification requirements, including applicable requirements, statutory or regulatory, or any contractual requirements, and the language and the culture of the organization. Here, the blockbuster failed to determine and select the opportunities, and this situation stand as a non-conformity under clause 10.1, where the international standard asks every organization to determine opportunities. Friends, through this real-time scenarios or the practical situations where I have tried my level best to develop the understanding and help you to connect with the international standard around these audit situations so that you can develop your understanding around the respective clauses of the international standard. All these requirements are generic and can be applied to all sort of organizations irrespective to the kind of product and services they are into it, irrespective to the size of the organization. So through such audit situations and the situations of the past of few companies, please try to connect with the appropriate clauses. While auditing some organization, you may also find some similar situation, hence develop your auditing skills and clear your exams. Thank you so much. At last, I would request you to please take 3 actions. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share in your groups. Thank you so much.